On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me two turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me three French hens and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me four calling birds and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me five gold rings and a partridge in a pear tree. On the sixth day of Christmas, which is today, my true love gave to me six geese a laying, five golden rings, four calling birds, three French hens, two turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Ah, hello. I hope you were singing along. I shortened it a little bit. Just because, when we get to day 12, that's gonna be a bit. That's gonna be a thing, that's for sure. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the 12 Days of Christmas contest. I'm psychic medium Christine Gold. I'm also a coach, an author, an oracle card deck creator, mentor, speaker. There's my cards. And of course, I didn't bring my book with me. It's just over there in my car. Anyways, and I am in my house coat and I'm not running out to get that. So thank you so much for everybody that's followed along so far and being so patient as well. Um, Let me know how your, I guess this would be Tuesday, how your Tuesday's going. What's going on for you? Are you struggling with anything? Do you have a question? Or maybe you'd like to share what you're doing for Christmas or what your traditions are, or maybe you're breaking traditions. Um, when my boys were younger, we had lots of traditions, yes. But now that they're grown and on their own, and they're far away too, so it's a little different. That's for sure. And when you have all of your family with you, uh, you know, I've heard from people and even myself that it is just too much going on. I can't be at five places in one time. I'm too tired, or maybe I'm sick, or the finances. It was a lot in the past. I can't be the only one that has felt that way. Things are much simpler, but at the same time challenging, if that makes sense. Challenging meaning things have changed, things are different. We're not going overboard with spending, um, with gifts. I feel the gift of time and the gift of memory is way more important than anything right now. Um, and travel. I mean, I've talked about this before, and hey, I love to travel. I'm a nomad, right? So travel is everything. And let me know if you would like a card from the Empath Journey. It's available as a digital format on Deckable and also in the physical. So some people prefer the digital version. Those are fun. For me, I love physical. Same with books. I love to hold them, um, to fold the corners, to highlight, to underline. That's me. I like to take notes. So if you'd like a card, you're here live, or even if you're on the replay, please ask. Some people have put down replay, but they didn't ask if they would like a card or a message. So be very specific. Yeah, just because I'm psychic does not mean I'm reading minds, right? Right. Okay. So I just want to talk a little bit about the 12 days of Christmas. It's a popular theory that the lyrics are coded references to Christianity. Um, and the song was written to help Christians learn and pass the tenets of their faith while avoiding persecution. That just sounds so dark. That just sounds awful. And under that theory, the various gifts break down as follows. But of course, the myth debunking website Snopes has other theories. We'll get into those later. But the two turtle doves is the Old and New Testaments of the Bible. Three French hens are based on faith, hope, and charity, which I feel it's year round. Four calling birds are the four gospels or the four evangelists. Interesting. Five golden rings. The first five books of the Old Testament, the Pentateuch. Hopefully, I'm saying that properly, which gives the history of man's fall from grace, which, we see time and time again. And six Geese laying, the 6 days of creation. Yes. And I truly believe that, the Christmas Day is really about the birth of Jesus, the birth of, I will say, just the birth of new, the birth of love, the birth of the gift of life, because truly life is a gift. It really is. If you're hearing this and I am hearing this and seeing this, that means I woke up today where many have did not. So I also want to honor our ancestors and our loved ones as well. Maybe you'd like to do this with me, because candles always signify the start of something with spirit, ritual, if you want to say. I call it setting the table. I say that quite a bit with my clients in my 12-week and year-long programs when it comes to working with spirit and developing your intuition. You have to set the table. And what do I mean? You have to set yourself up. Meaning, if you're putting your crystals out, you're lighting your candles, you're smudging your spaces, you're cleansing yourself, you're going through your chakras, you're bringing in prayer, you're bringing in whatever you need. Maybe you're writing, you're channeling. You've got your writer, which is basically a pen. I mean, my mentor, she used Bic pens. Those were huge for her. Um, Bringing in your notebook, and then you just start writing and working with spirit, because it's removing yourself, your ego. Ego likes to interfere because ego leans on the analytical side. Whereas spirit, there is no rhyme or reason when message comes in, whether you're hearing it, you're feeling it, you're seeing it, you're smelling it, you're tasting it, you're knowing it. Those are all of your clairs. And if you're an empath, you're definitely picking up the vibe, as they say. Well, I feel the vibes, and be the vibe you want to create. All these sayings. However, that really is about doing the work. And the work is meditation, prayer, for me, going through chakras, exercise, like a grounding. Grounding can be anything, but really moving your body, but I like hybrid stuff. So Pilates, yoga, qigong. I love hiking. I think hiking I mean, I love climbing mountains. I was just saying the other day, Where's my next mountain?" And it's just amazing. People thought I was in Peru. No, I did that 2 years ago. I'm talking about my next mountain. My next. Not that I'm chasing the next. I just love the thrill of, oh, the challenge of getting up that mountain. And we all have mountains in our life, believe me. And then we have valleys, right? There's a lot of valleys, like they say, 40 days. 40 days in the desert. And then you come out. You can call that a dark night of the soul, however you want to look at it. Right, right. So I just invite you to light this candle. And if you don't have a candle, you can light whatever, incense, or just bring something with you, and maybe it's a crystal. Like I said, my new favorite right now is a golden healer. So bring that in, whatever it is for you. And I just invite you to close your eyes and we're going to go back in time a little bit or even I mean anytime we go back which would could be even yesterday where you recall you felt love, you felt peace, you felt joy, you felt connected and interconnected with others, yourself, and the universe. So go back and feel that because really it's a feeling and however you want to explain or look at it, many of us are chasing those that feeling or trying to recreate that feeling. However, this right here, this now moment, it's already being created. So lean into that. And rather than chasing happiness, because happiness is fleeting, happiness is temporary, those shoes, that cookie, how will you embody joy? And joy is preloaded. Sometimes, many times, we have to dig, as they say, dig for the gold, dig for the good stuff. And I'm not talking about, I mean, there's positivity, but then there's toxic as well, being always positive, recognizing the times when you're not, and the times that you are, that is presence. That is presence, and that is honesty, being honest with yourself, being real, being transparent. And what is transparency? It's the ability to feel vulnerable among strangers, the ability to connect with others, the ability to feel and know that you are connected in all areas of your life. I'm hearing the question, maybe I don't feel connected right now. I feel disconnected. Well, this is a time to armor up, suit up, redesign, reset your table. And who are you inviting to your table? Hmm. And I see this as a round table, almost like the knights of the round table. Interesting. And the seats do change. The people do change. And what remains is what are your solid practices and foundations? How can you go into a quietude, a solitude, an introspection? You know, we're getting close to Christmas, but not only that, the equinox, where it is the longest day of the year if you're in the southern hemisphere, and the shortest day, and the darkest, and or the brightest. See how it's a yin yang experience. How will you embody that? And who's coming forward? Maybe someone is stepping forward right now for you, a message. If a hand is outstretched or a gift is given to you, take it, grab it. And I pray that whatever you're going through at this time or for someone else, we're praying for that peace and joy and wholeness and healing as well. Maybe there's an illness, that it is already done, it is already healed, because I see you and I see us all as whole, as healed, as one, oneness. And I declare that it's done. And this is an affirmative prayer. Affirmative prayer means we're not praying for things outside of us, these things are already within us. Just like God, source, and spirit, universe, it's expansive, it's whole, it's healed, and so are you. And it's done. And that's it. It's I really hope you enjoyed this little bit of a connection time, connection with yourself, connection with others. And I will be pulling a card from the Empath's Journey. It is available, like I said. And cards are simple. You can smudge them with incense, you can knock on them, you can shuffle them, you can clear and cleanse them however you want to clear and cleanse them. So we're just asking for today, whatever day it is you happen upon this video, doesn't matter. And we're just asking, what do we need to know for today? What is our guidance? Oh, oh. It is the lovely tree spirit, number 31. Ooh, I love trees. So threes and ones may be very important to you. Lots of grounding, I was just talking about grounding. There is a call for grounding. This is, nature spirit, the living soul of a tree, plenty of wisdom and healing to offer to those who are willing to listen and absorb. Tree spirit brings about excellent healers, so lean on a tree to bring about great restorative powers. Go hug a tree. Older trees definitely offer a sense of place, time, and ancestry. You see the old trees. I think of Fairy Creek on Vancouver Island. The 500-year-old trees. And this also brings forward maybe you are an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or maybe you have one in your life that you feel you need more grounding. So this is your invitation to ground in and to know the wisdom and love of the tree. The tree is steady. The tree is grounding. The tree is expansive as well. So you must have a solid foundation for the roots to go in. That's why I practice grounding, visualization where your roots are going down into the earth, because the tree is connected to the crystalline grid as well, right? And the branches, I mean, some branches break off. That means in a way that that's done, that needs to fall off, that needs to fall away. So inviting the new, but also releasing the old and reaching higher and expanding out until you know that you are the tree. Okay. You are the tree. I love that. Wow. That reminds me of all of my nature hikes on Vancouver Island. So many beautiful spots there. Um, Thank you so much for being here today. I'm sending you lots of love, and I will see you tomorrow at the same time. Take care.